Good morning, students. In this video, let us see the stability of a system. One important classification of the system. How to check the stability? I will explain here. So first, I will explain how to check the stability with the help of one example. Also, I will tell you, and then some more important examples I will give in GATE practice videos. See, the stability condition. First, I will tell you. It is simply bounded input, bounded output means stable system. Very simple to remember. Bounded input, bounded output means for a system, if it is continuous time, x of t we are applying, y of t we are obtaining. If x of t is bounded in nature, then y of t also should be bounded in nature. Then we call that system is a stable system. Of course, the discrete time system, same notation. X of n produces y of n. So once x of n is bounded, y of n also should be bounded. Then the system is said to be a stable system. So first we should remember one important point here. It is we should apply the input signal only bounded signal. That is for the stability. And here itself I am telling you this condition need not to apply for invertibility systems. Here signal is bounded. It must be bounded signal I am saying. So first we should know that which are the signals bounded and which are unbounded. Unbounded signals, if you observe, ramp function, parabolic function, e to the power of plus at, exponentially rising function, these functions are unbounded signals. So we should not take these signals at the input side for checking the stability of the system. Right? Here, these are the unbounded signals. Why these are unbounded signals means this amplitude goes to infinity here. Parabolic function, its amplitude goes to infinity here. And exponentially rising function, its amplitude go to infinity here. So a signal amplitude goes to infinity somewhere. That signal we are considering as unbounded signals. Those unbounded signals should not be considered for the stability verification. But of course, we can consider these signals for the invertibility verification. Remember that. Anyhow, here, once if you apply bounded signal like remaining all basic elementary signals you can consider. We have different 10 basic elementary signals. Out of those, these signals just exclude. Of course, impulse function also goes to infinity at t is equal to 0. That also don't consider. It is unbounded signal we can consider. So excluding those, you can consider a rectangular function. You can consider a triangular function. You can consider a sinusoidal. Even you can consider step function, signal function. These are all you can consider at the input of the system for the verification of the stability. Observe these signals are not unbounded signals. Some students are asking, what is the difference means here? These signals existing up to infinity. At t is equal to infinity, it is having amplitude 1. Amplitude never goes to infinity, but exists at t is equal to infinity. So it is infinite time duration, but bounded signal. It is not unbounded signal. This signal infinite time duration and amplitude also goes to infinity. That's why unbounded signal. So this bounded unbounded is related to the amplitude only, not time duration. So infinite duration signal does not mean that unbounded signal. So infinite duration bounded signal, infinite duration unbounded signal. You can observe the difference. Amplitude going to infinity or not, we should remember enough. So anyhow, these bounded signals should be applied for verification of the stability of the system. For example, I am taking a system described with the equation y of t is equal to x square of t. This is the system I have considered. So that x of t here producing x square of t at the output. I can take x of t any bounded value. Here even DC signal also you can consider some 2, 3, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, minus 5, minus 6, any DC value, any constant value also a bounded signal you can consider. So that here if I consider 2, output will be 4. Here if I consider pi, output will be pi square. So these are bounded values, finite values. So here also output also bounded. Even if I consider here x of t is equal to u of t, then here you are getting u square of t. U square of t is nothing but u of t. So u of t is bounded and u square of t is also bounded. So bounded inputs producing bounded outputs here. So the system given is stable system. Like that we can verify. Only important condition is we should not consider unbounded signals for the verification of the stability. That is the main point to be remembered, right? Thank you.